The greatest joy about being human and what we all desire is connection, is love, is feeling seen and understood, is having someone wrap their arms around you, waking up next to your favorite person in the whole world, drinking wine together over a delicious meal, and having deep conversations full of interruptions and laughter and lying on the floor in the middle of it all and taking pee breaks. This is what it means to be human, to stare out at a sunset and like just be in total awe with one another. And this can only happen because we have nervous systems and emotional senses, and we think abstract, wild thoughts with deep imaginations. And we pick up, we have inner senses or clairs that pick up on things that are yet to be explained. So when you're using AI as a relationship mentor, coach, guide, therapist, there are things that AI will never understand and could never replace over being in relationship with an actual human, being in actual hard conversations with your husbands or your friends, or getting into or having a weird exchange with the cashier, or encountering a stranger on the street and having a magical um, eye contact exchange. AI will never understand this deeply. And there's three very specific truths about being human that you're not going to get from talking things out with your chatbot, and that a person can actually reflect to you when you talk and share about what's going on for you. Being a person, a human, means that we sometimes, often, in my world, it's very often, feel a knowing, feel a truth before we know why. We sometimes call it intuition. It's like we start to get this vision or idea in our heads, in our minds, and we can feel a move coming. We can feel like we're going to run into someone we know, but we don't know who. We can feel that someone's upset with us or creating stories about us, but we don't know why. This is our physical body. This is our senses, our gross senses. We see, hear, smell, taste, touch. And our in the inner senses, our intuition, our emotions, our knowingness. And there's a skill in developing this that AI could never teach you, in that this ability to stay curious with what the experience is without needing to fix it or do anything about it, to contemplate. This is something the Buddhists teach. Richard Rudd talks about this a lot in the Gene Keys, is that the ability for a human to contemplate their experience is what leads to epiphanies, is what leads to synchronicities. And if you're constantly moving through this exchange with AI is going to continuously push you to doing the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And when a person is in constant doing or trying to figure out the meaning, because we are meaning making machines, these minds of ours will create stories. We do not hone our intuitive sense and discernment. Your intuition, your discernment your clear knowing, or your empathy, or your ability to feel what another person is experiencing, even if they don't share that with you, that comes from being in your body and sitting in the contemplation of what's happening for you. So number 2, we're all in this world right now. We're all talking about like healing. Let's heal. Let's heal our trauma, heal our childhood wounds, heal our generational lineage, which is beautiful. Um, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And that comes from this desire for us to differentiate, for us to, like, we want to heal so that we can be an individual while still being in relationship with another person, that we don't have to conform or put on a big mask or run away in order to feel safe, that we can be 100%, that you can be 100% yourself and still be in loving connection with another. The only way this happens is with another person, another physical body, another nervous system. AI doesn't have a nervous system. It cannot attune to you. Attunement is vital for intimacy. It is vital for those deep talks that where you stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning solving all of the problems of the world. It is vital to be in deep laughter together. It is vital for the feeling like to get a hug, is to be in attunement with another person. It is where you can get the new experience. Like for me, for example, speaking my perspective was always very hard for me because my experience as a child was that there was no space or time for that. And so as I began to differentiate myself through the work that I've done over the last 15 years, a part of that was being in relationship with another person and actually speaking what I saw and what I knew to be true. And in that speaking, I would get all sweaty. My heart would start pounding and I would start getting really scared. Basically, my nervous system was like, is this person even going to listen to me? Or do I have to go back into my mask? And the healing happened because my nervous system, my body, and my mind received a new picture. I got a new experience in that moment. Oh, this person, this friend of mine, actually values what I have to say, actually values my feelings, my advice, my perspective. And so then my nervous system started taking on a new experience. Oh, I can press record on a video and talk about what I'm sharing with you guys right now. And some people will actually watch it and want to hear what I have to say. Some people will not. And that's okay. It's okay that some people will not. And it is beautiful. And I am in such deep gratitude when people do want to hear what I have to share in the world. But I couldn't have done that without reattuning myself and differentiating myself so that I felt solid and whole enough in me while in relationship with other people. It wouldn't have happened. And AI can't do that for you. So the third thing that AI will never get, it will speak this depending on how you've programmed your AI, it will name it. But there's a thing called right timing. And as humans, and I teach this a lot when I discuss human design with my clients, but we are deeply connected to not only like our immediate people in our life, but people on the other side of the world. There is so much unfolding happening where things have to perfectly align in order for synchronistic events to happen. And they may not even seem synchronistic for us. But, like, for example, if you're going to buy a house, it's a very stressful thing to buy a home. And you're waiting on the timing of your finances coming through, your realtor, the person who is selling you the house, the person who is buying your other house. This is a very obvious example of how so many things have to align just perfectly so for that deal to go through and that exchange to happen. This is happening on so many levels that we cannot even comprehend. Like, have you ever just tried to, it's like push through or make something happen and you keep coming up against roadblock after roadblock after roadblock? That's because the timing is off, that there are so many invisible things happening that you have no awareness of that need to organize themselves in order for that thing that you want to do to actually flow. And AI will never understand the need that we have as humans to actually sit and wait. Waiting is a creative force. Waiting is necessary. In human design, every type needs to wait before creating because it is a co creation between you, other people, and God, the universe, the unseen forces, and the earth, and who knows what else. So this is something really important to I really invite you to just percolate on this. If you use AI to um, run things through what's happening for you in your relationships in your life, that's great. You get a mental understanding of it. But please remember that you are here to be a person in relationship with other people. And AI can never, ever, ever replace that, ever. And something that will happen is the most depressed, anxious people that I have worked with exist up here because it's a survival mechanism away from the felt sense of the body. It's how they survived because the feelings in the body are intense. Our emotions can be intense when we don't deeply understand them and know how to work with them. And so when you exist in anxiety or depression, you're disconnected from the physical body. In order to create deep intimacy, friendships where you feel safe to be yourself, a husband or a wife where you are like, oh my goodness, this is the love that I have been looking for my whole life. And I feel safe and loved and cherished and respected here. That, the depth of that longing that you have for that will only happen in the physical, if the physical is on board. Now, at some stage of our human evolution, that may change. And that's where we are right now in this integration of being in these physical bodies and feeling, emotionally feeling our way through things. If this resonates with you, if you've watched this far, I thank you so much. I appreciate you watching the video all the way through. If you'd like to dive deeper into my world, you can grab the relationship archetype quiz, which will actually show you, oh, here's where I struggle in relationship, and oh, here's the gift that I have to bring into relationships because your gifts, your wounds, They are deeply interconnected. They work together. The gifts that you have are linked to the wounds and the beliefs that you have about yourself. So thank you so much for being here today.